Listen, it's a great pack. I like some of the detail you put in your numbers, by the way. There's certain numbers here that I don't think anyone else has really covered. I think my issue is what we've got at the end. Budding property entrepreneur Cosmo is looking for 95 grand to fund a HMO deal in Basildon. Now, what you're about to see is Cosmo on the hit Sky TV show Property Elevator, which goes out on Sky Channel 186. It's a Dragon's Den style pitch show where property entrepreneurs come along with their property project and they pitch it to us angel investors for funding. Now, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon. We put out plenty of videos each and every week, all dedicated to keeping you on top of your property investing game. And also be sure to watch all the videos in the Property Elevator playlist, because you'll learn plenty from the way people pitch deals and the way the angel investors analyze them. So without much further ado, let me hand you over to the show's presenter, Elizabeth Warburton, who meets up with Cosmo.
Hi Cosmo, welcome to Property Elevator.
Hi Lizzie.
Tell me firstly, where have you come from today?
Today I'm coming from Basildon, Essex.
Great, so tell us then about the deal that you've brought today.
Residential property, we're looking to convert it into a HMO.
And how much investment are you needing from one of the angels today?
We need 95,000.
Great, well good luck.
It was very nice to meet you and I hope I'm going to come back with great news.
So we have Cosmo next with a HMO proposition, or as John would say, bed sits. Should we have him in?
Old school. Let's do this.
Today I'm have a BRR deal for you. This is in Basildon. I'm looking for 95,000 for you, and on return I'm offering 50% share of the company and a return of the rents around 64,000 a year turnover.
Talk us through what you want from us in terms of investment and that kind of thing.
We're looking for 95,000. That is part of 25% of the bridging loan. We're looking to raise the 75 loan to value for this. We're looking to raise the 100% funding costs for the refurb.
Where will the £68,000 that you need to spend on the property, where will that money go? What are you doing to the property to create a 6-bed HMO?
We have the dormer that we're going to add. It's going to be a 2-bed en suite on the loft conversion. We have to add another 4 en suites on the other rooms. There's few walls that needs to be moved in the layouts. We've been there already 3 times with the builder, with the architect. We looking to spend the money as well on the furniture and all the other refurbishments that we have. We need to do a full rewiring as well. We're looking to put a new boiler.
How do we exit from the deal?
The exit strategy will be to refinance at the end and to pull almost all the money out based on the GDV what it's gonna be. Then from there, we're happy to running as an HMO, me and my partner, and to pay you all the money out.
You say you already own the property?
So we own a residential that is now consent to let.
So there's a mortgage on it, a home loan mortgage.
There's a mortgage.
You've got consent to let.
Yeah.
So in giving you the 95,000, that's the 25% deposit of what it's worth today. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's 25%.
And we would need to remortgage out your current lender.
Yes.
Yeah. So would we be doing that with the bridge?
So yes, we purchased the property through the bridge, and when we refinance, we have a new lender that will be happy to give us a new valuation and pull all the money out.
And the 95,000, does that come back to us through the remortgage of the property?
Yes.
But then we still own 50% of it. Is that the plan?
Yes. So you have all your money back, initial investment. You own 50% of the property, the equity on the property, and you own 50% of the rental income.
Okay, who wants to start us off?
I'll go.
Go for it.
Well, she's eager.
Thank you for the pitch. It is nerve-wracking standing up here in front of this ugly bunch. What's your GDV?
We calculate GDV on 4 different ways.
Worst case scenario.
The worst case scenario will be 475,000.
And the £68,000 for your refurb, is that to do you're doing a loft conversion as well, aren't you?
Yes, that includes the dormer and all the refurb for the property.
That's quite low. Have you got an actual quote for that?
Yeah, if you look on your pack, there's a full quote from the builder. There's 4 pages all spread it.
Does that include a contingency?
It does, yeah, 10%.
10%. Okay, fantastic. And your GDV, is that based off the revenue?
We have a GDV based on the square meter. We have a GDV based on the commercial valuation, because it's going to be a 6-bed HMO and suite, all in suite. So we expect a commercial valuation. And we have an average GDV around 510.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you struggling to find your next commercial to residential conversion project? Well, over the next 2 years, virtually every UK bank branch will close. Banks are fabulous buildings in prime locations, and thanks to permitted development rights, they're really easy to convert to alternative uses under a light touch planning regime. My team have put together a list of over 500 UK bank branches which are poised for imminent closure. And for a limited period only, you can download this list absolutely free. Your next commercial property project is on this list, so download it now and enjoy the rest of the video.
Cosmin,
Yes, please.
I presume you're from Romania.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Cefaci.
Bine.
Good. The property, you're looking to convert it into an HMO.
Yes.
Is it in an Article 4 directive area?
It's not. Basildon itself is not an Article 4, not yet.
So you own the property already?
No, we know. We have an offer accepted in December. We wait for the keys.
So have you exchanged on the purchase?
We haven't.
Okay, when you say you're waiting for the keys, I just assume that you've
Yeah.
exchanged, waiting for completion. You've not yet exchanged.
No.
You just got effectively a purchase price agreed at
Exactly.
this stage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What's your background before property then? What's your
So
training
I'm still employed. I'm work with NHS. My partner as well. We both work with NHS
right
for
Brilliant.
8 years in Basildon. We live in Basildon. We work in Basildon, and we're looking to invest in Basildon.
And that's
for
your
you.
target audience, the NHS, isn't it? For your
Yes.
tenants?
So
Yeah.
because we have doctors as well in our property as well, and we have a verbal contract with the campus manager from the hospital that she provides us with tenants.
Well, that's a really important point that wasn't in your pack, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
you
is the
mentioned
reason
that.
we start this. We start the business around the customer, so
Brilliant.
we try to. Yeah,
Excellent. No, really good ethos behind the business. Like it. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you.
Is it going to be all bills included in the rent?
So all bills including, we're looking to charge between $890 to $950. We've done checks now over half a year now on spare room, and pretty much see every room is coming and going, and suite especially. It's very high demand. There's very few rooms for rent. I'll put a little bit of details on your pack. About 30, 40 rooms now for rent in Basildon, in suites and double. And over 200 people looking for this type of rooms.
Can those kind of tenants afford that level of rent? I mean, I appreciate it's an HMO, so it might be one of the cheaper options in the town, but that's a lot of money.
Is the rents now about 750, 800 for double room in Basildon, just the normal double room.
Wow.
So an en-suite comes a little bit more comfortable for special doctors, and every time we have an interview with doctors, they never ask about the price, they even try to negotiate. They're very comfortable to pay.
Yeah.
So
And how far is the property from the hospital?
10-15 minutes walk, very close. It's town centre. It's actually 2 minutes for where I live.
Renters are looking to pay about 800 to 850 a room,
Yeah,
but in here we have about 920 a room. Is the difference there the ensuite?
is mostly the general public tenants that are looking for. The more figures I put, 890, 920, is for the doctors from the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this will target the upper end of the rental
Yes.
market.
We done as well, we provide an office on our rooms, we provide TVs as well. We see what the kind of rooms they like and try to be a bit higher end of.
Are you
what we
doing
are.
all of that on the 68,000? Does that include the staging of the property, the TV, the furniture, etc.?
Yes.
It does.
It does,
Wow.
yeah.
Can I get your builder, please? Because that's
Yeah,
really cheap.
I'm kind of with Hayley on this, that £68,000 feels light compared to the amount of work that's needed to You know, to go from what is, you know, a normal mid-terrace property to a 6-bed HMO with dormers in the roof.
With the same, we have more quotes for other builders before. Initially, we planning to put just a dormer. We have quotes for dormer around 25 to 30,000. We have quotes for refurbing around 30 to 40,000. We put it all together now for the same builder, and is happy. This quote is come just a week ago, or even earlier than that, because we just decide now we give you all job. We wanted to be hands-on.
Yeah.
Initially, we say we wanted to do the dormer, just the shell, and I wanted to do myself as well. We have plumbers that we work with, electrician, but this particular builder has got all the team, and he's happy to do it.
So within that 68,000, there's obviously an element of profit as well for the builder. So, you know, had you been doing the work yourself, then actually the labour could have been effectively free. You're just paying for materials. It honestly, it seems.
I definitely agree with you.
Yeah, I like you. I think you're really, really likeable. I think you've got a few challenges with this site, and I think the costs are going to creep up. I'm more than happy to mentor people, but I don't think there's enough in this to make it worth either or while being in partnership together on this. So, you know, I wish you all the best of luck, and hopefully one of the other guys might
Thank you.
chuck you a curveball offer. I'm thinking Scott's got a little trick up his sleeve over there. Let's see.
Listen to the other angels who obviously have got experience in this space. When you have someone like Hayley, who's got an HMO portfolio, talking to you about the refurb costs, and you've got someone like Nick, who's talking to you about the bills and the actual running costs of HMOs, and obviously Hayley's referred to that as well. I think it's important to kind of take that on board and be a sponge to that kind of information. You've also got a full-time job in the NHS.
Yes.
Both you and your partner got full-time jobs in the NHS. There's clearly a market for this property. We can see that. But I'd probably want you to relook at all the numbers. You've also got, given you a full-time job, actually how do you project manage this, given the fact that the build costs and refurb costs aren't so low? For that reason, at this moment in time, as an investor, this would not be one for me. And I wish you all the best with it. Because
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate your feedback. Yeah, definitely taking on
After
board.
all that suspense.
He dangled the carrot.
Yeah, okay. Look, I think the fact that it's 2 minutes from your home and you work nearby and you've got a friend who's going to build it for you, I think the project management, in my opinion, is doable, because you can swing past it twice a day pretty easily. And
My rota is very flexible as well. I'm working 1 week in, 1 week off. I'm very flexible. 37 hours a week. Yeah, I'm pretty much like a part-time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The ongoing cost is light, obviously. The build cost is probably a bit light as well. But if your friend is willing to build it for that, then it's probably doable as well also. In that Scott touched on, maybe he's just not taking as much profit as he usually would. So, you know, I think if we can get those numbers to stack up with something I'm not super familiar with is the planning and the PD side for this type of thing. There doesn't seem to be any cost allocated to that.
We
So
paid
in actually getting the planning to build the dormer. Have you looked at what that's going to cost you? So far as submitting the plans and getting it done?
Yeah, I've paid the architect already. Yeah, 1,900. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, on that basis, I'd be willing to give you the £95,000 for half of the share of the development, on the basis that 95 comes back to me when we remortgage it.
All right, that's great. Yeah. Thank you very much for your offer. Yeah. Yeah, so 95, I'll give you all the money back.
Yep.
50% sharing the equity of the house and 50%
and then we
of
can
the
do
rent.
more thereafter.
Yeah.
You can share beard grooming tips together.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
Listen, it's a great pack. I like some of the detail you put in your numbers, by the way. There's certain numbers here that I don't think anyone else has really covered. And I do disagree with the other folks. I think your build costs, given your relationship with the guy that's doing it, is absolutely fine.
do the flip, yeah.
I think my issue is the what we've got at the end, and the costs of running it and the net profit. And I don't tend to like being involved long term in HMO propositions. Got quite a few of them at the moment, and it's not an area that I'm too actively involved in anymore, in new ones. So that's the only reason I'm out. I think you've presented some great information here. It's one of the best packs I've seen, I think.
Okay, so I don't have any beard grooming tips yet. A few years might have. I think you're really likable. You're a nice guy.
Thank you, Hayley. Yeah.
I love HMOs. I think you've missed quite a lot out of your numbers, especially on the operational side of it. I think what's great about this pack and you is you've got great friends. I definitely need to upgrade my friends if you can get a 6-bed done for 68,000.
Well, you don't like hanging around with us.
That's charming, isn't it, Hayley? Charming.
Would you do me a 6-bed conversion for 68k though? 'Cause if you would, I'll hang around with you all day. So no, I don't think that I can beat any of the offers that are already on the table.
Can I just
Thank you.
add something?
Thank you for
So
your feedback.
interestingly, you are looking potentially to do a deal with Paul.
Yes.
Okay, where Paul puts in the £95,000. Okay, I would be prepared to be the bridging, to give you the bridging. So to go in joint with
We'll have
Paul.
to tender that, man.
So Cosmin, you have an offer on the table from Paul. All of the money, and he gets it back at the end of the project, and is an investor in your company, 50%.
You actually got two angels
Yes.
prepared to
For
back
the price of one.
you for the price of one.
Yes, I'm definitely agree, and I'm definitely happy to shake hands now based on these terms, and yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
done.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
Looking to work
So,
with
thank you. Looking forward to work with you, and yeah, I think this is going to be a great project.
So, Cosmin, huge congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It's been amazing to meet the angels today, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited
So, what are the next steps for you?
to meet Paul, and we'll have a conversation, and we'll see from there to put this to work, the project.
I mean, I don't think I go too far wrong with that. I'm, buying the bricks and mortar value of the property. We're going to add value to it. I'm going to get my money back, or at least most of it back, probably in about 6 to 12 months. I think that's quite a good deal.
Famous
It's
last words.
relatively easy, straightforward as
Yeah,
well.
cheers, yeah. I like those ones.
Well, if you
The
get all
best
your money
practices.
out, then you're in for 50% of the rent roll.
Exactly, then we turn them over, we'll do more. I like helping him get started as well.
He's a nice guy, yeah.
The best properties are the ones that are near schools, universities and hospitals. This is an urban area. You're absolutely right. It's bricks and mortar, existing structure. The risk is fairly low. He's hungry. He wants to do business. He wants to make a mark. He wants to go on a journey. And actually, I think with you involved and with me involved, I think he stands a very good chance of being successful.
I think so.
But we all know how much John loves bedsits, so let's see what he's got to say.
I didn't need to be in the studio for this deal because everyone knows I'm bored of HMOs. I don't like them. Hayley loves them. It's the first time Paul Mahoney's ever talked about an HMO, and he's ended up funding the deal. I hope he knows what he's doing because Hayley wasn't so keen, and she's my HMO queen.
The Baker Street Property Meet is the UK's largest and #1 property investors networking event. The property market is going through monumental change right now, and at Baker Street Property Meet we aim to keep you up to date with the latest tips and tricks and insider tactics to help you keep on top of your property investing game and succeed in these troubled economic times. The Baker Street Property Meet is fundamentally about networking because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And at Baker Street, we aim to connect you with the people to make your property journey a monumental success. There's no better place to be to further your property investment journey than the Baker Street Property Meet. So make sure you're here, you're connecting with myself and Andrew Roberts, our expert guest speakers and 300 passionate property people each and every month. See you at the next meet. Get your spot at bakerstreetpropertymeet.com.